7, finished at 5:15 this morning. Played Jason in the game. Played Jason in the game. My head was, I had a different mindset. But like at 5, honestly, at 5 to I don't think else I was genuinely like, have the fucking money, you know, it's just not worth it. I earned less than minimum wage that night, by the time I fucking finished. It was crazy. I was driving, and I was just literally just
Nobody knows what you know.
mates. Fucking pour that out. It's yours. Yeah.
Well, good evening and welcome to the 147 Sports Bar here in Pudsey. Already 14 of you are lined up waiting for the action to start. Fantastic old school game we have for you this evening. Mark Lamb against Paul Davies. Long-time friends, played in the old Leeds League for year after year. And yes, they are playing the old rules as well. £2 pot though, guys. Should be good. Bear with us as the guys get a drink and they're going to lag for the break, I believe. Good morning, Ryan. Good afternoon, Ryan. Good evening, in fact. Freudian slip there. It could be good morning by the time this finishes. Jason Early, evening, pal. We're all good. We're underway. The guys are about to lag for the break. Lammy on the red, and it looks like it'll be Lammy to break. Quite a few people in the club as well watching this. Paul Robertson says, so what time have you got an extension until? Well, the main thing is, guys, is we have a competition starting at 10:30 in the morning, so that is the drop dead time. You know, this 4:30 stuff. I remember Lammy's last game I went to watch. 4:30 in the morning. Anyway, we're off. And running. Oh, and the white's already in. Ouch. So don't forget, old EPA rules. It's alright me saying that to you. I've got to remember him as well. Luke Barlow says, come on, Lambooner. Evening, Lee. Paul McAvoy, Daz Phil, are we doing a sweepstake for what day it finishes? Daz is on his works due tonight. He'll be one of the guys watching, no doubt. Yup, Max is on. That's Mark's son. Dad best not be losing 2k here, he says. Start. Oh, good grief. Well, first frame. Ball's nicely split, to be honest. Not ready to drop. As it is, Paul's going to get first chance, or next chance. Reds. They are all there. Race to 12 for £2,000. That's normally quite low. As far as races are concerned for that type of money, but not playing old EPA rules. Sharky says, Phil, how's the Guinness? Absolutely beautiful. Extra cold and plenty of it. Bucky's watching. Well, I never start by both. Both excellent potters when their arms in. Slowly but surely the balls are getting tied up. Chris, evening mate. Yeah, he said earlier that he didn't realise it was 2k was the pot, but yes it is. Pushing Lammy's yellow, onto the cushion. Good shot. And it's straight back out again. Lovely pot. Just the red nearest the bulk line now. Does that pass to the top centre? He's got a good angle on this red. Wow. Well, if Lammy can see this yellow to the bottom right hand corner, he's got a great chance. Oh, that's in. And there he goes. Now, surely. What can Paul do with two? Ooh, no one thought about it, but it's in. well supported tonight. There's Andy Richardson in, Cam's in. We'll be dragging them over later for some guest commentary. All the rest of the stream teams abandoned me. They're supposedly on Christmas dues. Yeah, whatever. Some traffic to watch with a white ball. He's had a look, a couple of cushions. Ooh. Well, he's on a red. And I still think the red will go bottom right. The other red. Although he might want to split these out. Well, he has done. Not very kind, though, to him. Just about. Have to be careful he didn't push that too far. Or has he? Do you know, the way he's studying this next shot, I think he has pushed it too far. Well, he has. He definitely has. Good effort, but the black was close too. It's all on whether that yellow now passes that red into that bottom left corner. Oh, the Lamb is in no rush. Take that corner back and take the white ball up the table. Oh, it's a good white, but there is a gap there. No good your swerve shot on the first frame of the night. Big ask off the side cushion. But it is a big bag. Well, that's a great effort. He's pushed a yellow across to the black. 32 of you already tuned in for a game of chess. Thank you for staying with me. I don't think he can squeeze the red off that yellow. But he's having a look at something. Well, I can only assume he's not going to be seeing that red again. You can't see it, but he's just wondering whether he can swerve around it. And the back of the cue's in the air, so he's going to have a go. Paul Robertson says 20 minutes and counting for the first frame. Cheers, Paul. You could get over here and commentate with me. You've got time, you're only in Scarborough. How many times does the white ball go in when you do this? Oh, that's the result. Super shot. Paul Young, you'd make it for start a second frame from Scarborough. Correct. You might even see the finish of this one. Might even go to a re-rack. Oh. Nope. Didn't miss about there. White ball in hand straight away. Surprise, surprise. Paul, you missed the first frame. So, Paul Davies, 1-0 up. These two know each other very well. Have played each other many, many times over the years in the local Leeds leagues. Have we got any predictions out there? There's quite a lot of people watching that know the pair of them as well. Ryan Moulton says up the old EPA. We nearly drew a D back on the table earlier on. Oh, yellow's in the centre. White's not been too kind, but of course there is another yellow in the top centre. not bad. On to the bottom left son. He'd love to come into this this pair of yellows to the just above the pink spot. Jabba says this is going 11-11. Good luck, Phil. Come in, mate. The seat beside me is empty. Nothing wrong with a bit of guest commentary. Oh. Well, he's actually got away with that as Paul because he's made those two reds. He's played those two reds safe now. Oh, but surprise, surprise. Not easy. Oh, unlucky, because he did get out of it. Well, is this a chance? Two reds in bulk aren't a plant. Otherwise he would have taken that on. Can make it though. Just held up, did the white ball. Darren, yes I am, mate. Yep, of course there's four of us in the stream team. One of them's playing and the other two are supposedly on works dues. Whatever. I've got a couple of guest commentator candidates already eyed up. Andy Richardson is in the building. Cam Singh's with us as well. I'll be dragging them in. This is good from Lammy. Needs the two on the two reds in bulk though. He has to keep potting. That'll do. Short straw then, ouch. Yes. Yes indeed. Someone's got to do it. That's good. He doesn't have to play the plant, he can just take the first red onto the cushion and in front of the other one. Should land on that nicely afterwards. That's not bad. He's obviously taking red top left. It's all about the pace. That's easier said than done on this table. But it doesn't look bad. And needs to level it up. One all. What was that, Jabba? 11 all? You never know, it may do. Black Ball double a limb starts at 10:30 tomorrow, so that is a hard line. Legendary tap break. It was Paul. Nice finish, he says. Absolutely. And Darren said he's played before. He's played at these old rules before. This is like going back into the 1990s in John Walsh's Leeds League on a Tuesday night. So what can Lammy do? Oh, they're having a little chat. Are they discussing the rules? I think they were. I believe they were. Oh, he's over it, that one. Just gone a bit further than he wanted, or not far enough. Shout out to Conor O'Carroll's watching apparently. Supporting Paul, or the Wizard, yeah, supporting Paul. Well, that's a good shot from Lammy. Got to remember you've still got the two shots carrying the old rules. Well, just enough. Black does drop bottom centre, so he'll just be pushing that through about an inch. There's a little gap there. He's done these very well as the lad. So, this to nudge ahead. On the pot. I don't think he can put the white ball in. He's not got a problem to the top centre, so as long as oh, he's taking it to the corner. Straight in. Nice one, Lammy. Obviously didn't fancy it into the centre. Never mind, it's gone in. Mark Lamb, 2-1 up. So, the wizard to break. Red ball potted. 2 red balls potted. Cluster of 3 there. The black and the red and the yellow. Apart from that, it's not too bad. Of course, with the old rules, the break's all important. Just come down too far. It's a lovely pot. He's just come down maybe a couple of inches too far with his white ball. Change his choice of shot now. Maybe push his white ball through. Made it behind the black. Has to be careful. Look where the yellows are. Well, just a little heavy, and I think Lammy's got a plant on. And there it goes. The yellow next to the black, pot's bottom left. That'll clear the black for the top left-hand corner afterwards. Dave Green says old rules was too long, and I am old rules. You're right, Dave. How many years playing these at county? Wow. Got to keep remembering 2 shots carry. Looking good. There's a nice angle on the one in the centre. You can use the reds to stop. 2 reds above the yellow, behind the black. You can use that as a stopper. Not on this shot, of course. After the one in the centre. Well, he's straight, but he can pinch enough to get the angle he needs. Look at that. Keep going, keep going. Well, he's got to rely on pushing the black now. He's going to have to push the black down a little bit. Should be okay, because it'll come off the red. Oh, wow. Easily done. Take your eye off the pot when you're more bothered about what's happening with the white ball. And although there is a ball on for Paul, he's not tempted. Oh, it's gone in. You're not too bothered, of course. Still on the clearance. But that was a 50-50 shot. There was as much safety as there was attack in that. Nice angle. Whoa, slow down, he says. Well, the double's on. He's got to remember the white ball. Good attempt, but no, it's wide. And he had no option but to leave the white ball where he did, which of course gives Lemmy a great chance to open up a 2-frame lead. Just far enough. Not comfortable, but far enough. In it goes. Mark Lamb, 3-1 up. Paul just nipping off for a comfort break. Plenty of people watching on both. We're streaming on YouTube as well as Facebook. So Lammy with a break. He's not going to break, of course, till Paul comes back, but no breaking dishes so far. A bit more scarce in the old rules, of course. And this is why the break's so important. Not necessarily the fact you pot a ball, but which ball you pot. How many times do you pot a ball and they're all tied up and the other colour is out and hanging over the bags? So yellow potted for Lammy and 1 on. Well, in or over, and that is over. He'll be happy with how that's come out. Nick Calveri is watching. Rash is watching. You what? Good shot from Lammy. Clearing that bag instantly. Paul's going to probably bring this straight back down. Well, that's what he was trying. Not bad. Keeping the white ball this side of the table limits Paul's options. Little teaser from Paul. I don't think Lemmy's going to bite though. That would have been good. Neil Mayman. You what? Good evening, mate. How are you? A blast from the past. So you pull these old rules out and they all come out from the woodwork. How are you doing, pal? This frame is turning into a game of chess. Look at all them balls on the side cushion. Neil, do you still play the game? You still knocking a few balls in? Clever shot from Lammy there. Developed a few of his yellows and put a red safe. It's all about the 2 shots, boys. Good lad. Pleased to hear. Now, that bottom left-hand corner, is there enough gap there for that yellow to fire past the red? Maybe draw first and swap the balls if it doesn't drop. And there's no way Paul's going to be able to close that gap. So he's got to be careful here. Neil says he struggles with glasses. Yeah. Tell me about it, mate. I enjoy the game and I love it, but it's frustrating when you can't play it like you used to do. I'll stay this side of the microphone now, I think. That's the shot, and there was a gap. And guess where this white's going? Shout out to Roy. Good evening, Roy. Glad you're with us. That's the shot. Although, is it a little hard? Paul see an angle on this red. Nope. Might have thought he could, but he's touched the yellow on the way through. And that's 2 shots to Lammy. Of course he can pick the white ball up if he wants to do. He says. Good first shot though. He's come away slightly, but he's all right. That's a bit awkward, because I don't think the plant's on there. Time to hide the white ball. Good shot. It's not only has he hid the white ball, but he's made the plant now. The 2 yellows now do plant. It's a good hit from Paul, and he can't ask for any more. Unfortunately, that plant's on. It's gone very close to that black. Yes, there is room to pot it in the top centre. Will he go for it? Whoa. Nothing easy for the wizard. He's tight on the cushion. There's yellow effectively either side of the table. Can't really see an easy safety shot. Might be tempted into having to go for a pot here. Might be forced into it. Never mind tempted. Oh, that's a good shot. Yes, that's a good shot. Never mind leaving it safe. Actually hitting a yellow isn't easy. He's going round the jaws. He's taking it round the jaws and he's tried it. And he was a long way off with that. And Paul Fair leapt for the white ball. So, to close the gap. 2 shots, remember. Nicely done. I don't think black goes straight away, but of course he can use his 2 shots and put it across there to top left. Oh, well, you have to do it on 1 shot now, 1 visit. Not easy. Oh, it's another miss. And look where he's left the white ball. Well, great chance now. Doesn't have to go for it. He's got to climb. Does red come into play? I think he's okay. I think he's going to have to take it round, well, at least 2 if not 3 cushions. Unless he fancies leaving himself a very long black. Not the bag should be any concern, but the red potentially is. Well done. That's the way. Didn't try too hard to get it as close as he could. White ball should be going away. Bit of safety for the red ball. And it's in. Well, 3-frame lead. So, I mentioned tomorrow's event. Tomorrow's event is a black ball. Back to the modern rules. Black ball double eliminator, £10 entry. And I do believe we're nearly full, but I think we've had 1 or 2 spaces become available this week. So, if you're interested, drop Daz Ebron a post or a message and get your name down. 10:30 start in the morning. £10 entry, double elimination. Excellent value. So, Paul smashes into the balls. They're going everywhere, just not in the pockets. Wow, look at that. Reds are obviously favourite with a top right hand corner. Rashid says, well, if you can't clear them up with 2, Army should win this, what I've seen so far. Well, I agree, Rash, on the night. We go back a long way to these two and they're both excellent players, of course. But you're right, on the evening, he's looking at Lammy's got, he's more dialed in at the moment. Things can change, of course. Harris has joined us on YouTube. He says, good evening. Hope you have taken a good dose of Prozac. Well, you know, it's only 8:30, so not yet, but it's lined up for later on. That or Guinness. We'll both do the same job. Ryan Walton says, for me, Lammy wins this game. Well, 9 out of 10, I presume that means. Seems it's a race to 12. I know what you mean, mate. 9 out of 10. Don't forget, Paul hasn't got the nickname of Wizard for no reason. Oh, look how good that is. How good was that? Absolute millimetre perfect. And good pace too. Problem with this is the red's a long way into the jaws now. The bottom right hand corner. You can get this one in the bottom centre as well, you know, but he's not looked at it. No idea. You can't really know for definite where the white ball's going when the red ball's that far into the jaws. He's left him one hell of a pot. He's kept the pressure on, well, where the red is. But to be fair, there isn't a bad yellow. And surprise, surprise, there's of course no need to go for him neither. "12-5", says Ryan. Lammy loves a good fudge. Well, he certainly does. We know he can stay the distance, don't we? Jason O'Kane also knows he can stay the distance. Oh dear. There's a lovely sunrise over Savs Arena car park at the morning at 4:30. Oh, this is a great shot. Nicely done. pressure back onto Paul. Missed a few long pots already tonight. I think he can see enough of the yellow towards the top centre to potentially hide the white ball round the black and where the two yellows are, so he can attempt to hide the white ball again. Oh well, he did go for the pot. Nothing safe, safety about that. He was full on for the pot. He's missed it, and the black does go. He's a little straight and stretching. There's loads aside on that white ball. There it goes, 5-1. 4-frame lead now. Paul just not firing at the minute. He's had his chances. Look at that little yellow sea. How many years ago was it since we last saw that? Oh dear. Apart from Monday nights, of course. A little tap break and a red potted. Not bad at all. Look where the reds are. He's confident now. Paul Robertson says this could end up about 12-3. Well, you're right. When he's in a vein of form, Lammy, he can reel a fair few off. Harris now. Steady on. And those two reds aren't touching each other, and therefore Lammy can make the plant. That'll do. Good pot. Came up too far with his white ball. You get the sense Paul's fighting this. Well, he is. To be fair, he needs to get a frame on the board. Yes. Well done. The problem at the minute is the yellow next to the black, and there's plenty of yellows to deal with that ball. And saying that, even the yellow itself goes into the bottom centre, so really Paul's on here. What's he looking at here? Jotham Olivero says nominate off break rules. No, absolutely not. No, mate. His first legal ball potted. That's the problem. No, that's harsh. It's not a problem. It's a feature of the old EPA rules. Oh, look at that. Oh, well, he's tried a clever shot there, and it's just not worked for him. He's actually gone and put one of Lammy's balls in. Well, 2 shots to mark. So Jotham, no, when the first legal ball potted is the colour that you're on. And he's given Lammy another great chance to broaden the lead, to widen the lead. Interested in him taking the white ball from there. Yeah. Oh, well, he was after that kiss on the red-black, and he ended up getting it. And in getting that, that means the red now passes. So it's match on, game on. How much does Paul play these days, says Dave Graham? I don't know, mate, to be honest. I know he play regularly, but I don't know what level. To be fair, how much does any of us play the old rules these days? Well, fancied the long pot and didn't get it, and he's left Paul in. The white ball there nicely. Good stuff. Black passes bottom left. Any contact on the red though, and it won't go in. It's there, and a much needed point on the board. 5-2. So, where's this black going, guys? Nothing easy on that angle. You're going to have to manufacture one. That black is definitely not going in that bottom corner. But he had to, of course. Oh, lovely. Well, it's on. It's a thin un, but it goes. And it's there. 6-2. So what we on? 20-9. 8 frames being played. We didn't exactly kick off at 7:30 neither. This is pretty good. Safety when needed, but other than that, it's been very positive. Outstanding. Why did they ever change the rules? Well, same tap break from Lammy, but nothing down this time. Straight on it. I think you can get through to this yellow in the bottom left-hand corner. You can certainly get through to the top left-hand corner, so good chance to split some yellows up here. Get some of his balls out. Gently done. Got to keep this low. Drops it onto the cushion. Oh, well, he's gone in for the safety. He's not really caught that bag neither. He's not closed it off. Paul Robertson says the old EPA rules are the future. Yeah, it's always cycles, isn't it, Paul? You know, it will come back round. People will be longing to play these rules. They'll be pining for it. Get that D drawn back on the table, that's what I say. Get a few of them mushroom things on it as well. Nothing wrong with bar billiards. Pace from Lammy there on the white ball, hugging the cushion. I find coming back to these rules, it's so hard to remember. You don't have to hit a cushion. So you've got to check yourself from hitting the ball too hard. Because you just don't have to do. Way to service now. Sharky is wandering over with a pint of the black stuff. Why, thank you very much, sir. Beautiful. Keeps me going. Harris says bar billiards was a fantastic game. For those that can remember it, it certainly was. Yes, nothing wrong with that. We still play a version of it now, don't we? You know when you put the glass on the table, you're not supposed to hit it, otherwise you're out. Where do they think they got that from? Now, can Lammy squeeze one of these reds in front of that yellow at the top left-hand corner? I think he can. There's room to do it. Ooh. Well, harder than he wanted, but it's still there. Paul says it's they still play the old EPA on a Tuesday and Sunday. Well, to be fair, we still do. Our Monday night league is old EPA rules. Well, this might be the last season it's run as old EPA. To be fair, the guys, even the lads that play in that league, are wanting to play black ball these days. So it could be the very last season of old EPA rules played at this club. These old rules, they might be old, but they're still very popular in pubs, aren't they? You know, not so much in the clubs, but in pubs when you're putting a pound or whatever it is in for a game. These are generally the rules that you play. Good shot. Red off the cushion. Oh, very nice. I think he's just okay with his white ball. I know he's not happy about it. It could have been better, but at least he's got a shot on still. It's more getting to the shot. Not a case of hitting it then, or doing your back in. Harris is all in favour of the Monday Night League going to Blackpool. Get them assigned to the archive bin. I think Blackpool's popular enough now, isn't it? Most people have had a go at it, and I think the majority of people prefer them. I know they had a big problem, didn't they, moving over to World Rules, and there was a bit of a stumbling block, but I don't think many people have a stumbling block to black ball. If you like pool, you almost always like the black ball rule variant. Now he's off the cushion with a white ball, which is a good start because you'll need to dig there and get the black ball in the same bag. Oh, well, he's very good. Yeah, sorry, I didn't think he had that angle to just do that with, but he has. And now, 100% behind the pot. He's going to go 7-2 up. Is it in? Is it in? It is. 7-2. Who said 12-3? Paul Robertson said 12-3. I think was it Ryan Walton that said 12-5? Listen, 9 frames of old EPA rules played before 9 o'clock. That wasn't often seen in the old days. Just the next 9 are going to take all 4 in the morning. I'm liking that positive break though. And he's rewarded. One of each colour. Now that's the perfect EPA break. Now you can choose. first glance, yellows are the balls. But to be fair, again, the Reds aren't bad. Good shot. Really needs this one. 8-2, no 7-3. Significant. Oh, ball. Wow. Just not expecting that at all. That's great. He's in position 8. As I say, all the Reds do go. Just the awkward, well, semi-awkward one to the top right-hand corner, but plenty of time to get on that, if not now. He'd love to leave the one at the left-hand side of the table nearest the black for his last ball, of course. Good attempt. He's still alright. Could try it again, you know, on this angle. If you fancied it, you can lift the cue up, back into the cue and get right into the back of it. Lovely. Now that's good. That does go in the top centre as well, so he doesn't have to play it straight away. He can still take the one with the bulk line into the bottom corner first. Might prefer to play it, of course, now. Lovely. But how straight is he on this red? Needs an angle. Red limited to one bag, really. Unless he thrashes the white ball. Sensible. Only problem now is, what's he going to do with black? Oh, he tried to take the red off the yellow. Good effort and good idea. Now Paul does not need to pot this. You can try and keep that out and over that bag. But I don't think he will. 7-2 down. Ooh. Another ball and a half. And that would have been perfect. But he's still okay. Dan Knight, are you actually watching? There's a blast from the past. Yeah, that's okay. Seven, 3 it is. Good frame for Paul, that. He definitely needed that one. Two balls at the cushion. Boom! Have some of that. Oh, that's a nice pace. He's definitely got that corner back. Yes, good shot. Eskimo type. Cue high in the air. That's a good idea, getting a couple of balls together. Paul will have noticed that though. Good shot there, splitting all his yellows out. Black in play too. So you'll have to be careful. Good old fudge fest on a Friday. Nothing wrong with that. Well, there's some mileage left. Some mileage left in this one. Still an issue with this bottom left-hand corner, so Mummy's very conscious of that. Shot from Lammy really, because Paul needs the yellow and the black out as well. In doing so, he'd free the red up. Doesn't want to do that. Hey, Andy Smithies is on. Go on, Larry the Lammy. Yeah, well, it started a fair bit, a fair while ago, but not too bad. About, what was it, about 20-8 when we got kicked off? 10 games played, Andy. Not too bad under these rules. This is the only really tactical one they've had. It's got to finish by 10 a.m. in the morning, though. 10:30, the start of our Black Ball Rules double elimination event. That's in. Didn't want that. Yeah, plenty of sofas around, Andy. We can do the night shift, all right. Daz is in the morning, he'll take over. Ooh, well, that changes things. Only because the red now goes in front of the yellow at the bottom left-hand corner. If Lammy gets another shot, of course. Loads of red still on a course, and that's the big thing for Paul. He doesn't want any more yellows to go in. Not in these rules. Unless you fancy going for it. And by the looks of this, he's been tempted. Oh. Potentially handed the advantage back to Mark. was a good hit, but unfortunately where the white balls ended up, he's going to be hurting in a minute. These rules are that old that even Andy Smithies can't remember them. Don't they play the old EPA anywhere around you, Andy, these days? They are all on of the yellows, if he fancies a go. Ooh, he did fancy a go, and he says not a chance. Not play it off the yellow, he wanted it not as thick on the yellow as he did, because again, he's let Paul have a go at these. Black doesn't go yet, but it may do after he's potted these yellows. Matthew says, me and you, Lee, bets are quicker than this. Well, I don't know you, mate, but I know Lee, and I'm not so sure. Sorry, Lee. But it is true. I think Paul can see this yellow to the bottom left-hand corner. See enough of it to pot. And I think he's tempted to go for it, you know. He's been stood over it for a while now. Just choking his cue again. It's in, but he's not cleared the bag for the black. Don't think black passes. Can you play the yellow onto the red and into the top left hand corner so the black does pass in that one? Don't know. Red's a long way away from the jaw. No guarantee where the red's going, or the black perhaps. Risky shot trying to keep the yellow out as well. Table's like lightning. He says, are you looking at the same table? Really? Are you on about that black going in that bottom left hand corner, mate? Because if you are, that's the reason why you don't win much when you come over here. Well, not a bad effort, but unfortunately Lammy is back at the table, and yeah, I've no doubt he'll capture that top left hand corner again before he's finished. Oh, what about the pace? It's only perfect. Wow. Have some of that. This is both that and the yellow off the red. Mozzie 123 UK is fast asleep. Do you not like a game of chess, Mozzie? I think Andy's pleased he doesn't play these rules anymore. Oh, has he nudged that in? Is that a foul? It is. Ouch. Snooker's watching on Facebook. Good man. Well, I'm not so sure he came for this one in the centre, but he'll take it now. Doesn't want to be too straight. But he is. So he's going to have to screw it back now. Oh, oh, hang on. Well, he can't believe it, and neither can Paul. May well he laugh. You what? He definitely didn't play it that way. He'll take it, but he didn't play it that way. Snooker says, how do these guys focus with that loud murmuring crowd? What murmuring crowd, Snooker? Ooh, well, he didn't want that kiss. Guess what, boys? Oh, harsh, but true. What's the betting he goes in off here? Oh, misses them completely. Oh, good hit. Although it is a plant. Bit of distance though between the reds, so you can't guarantee whether the first red he's going to hit will end up. Plant's okay. Where's the red going? Oh, it's only perfect. Big frame. You're quite right, Snooker. There's also there's all sorts of music going on in the club. 8-3 anyway. 8-3 to Lammy. With Paul Davies to break. So the guys are back, and it's Paul to break. Oh, Snooker says, my screw back has gone to another level with the new tips I picked up. Go on then, Snooker, what type are they? What are they? Are they any good? Can you get them over here? Matty Walker says, evening Phil, be up in an hour. Learn to slow my game down a touch. Yeah, Matty, as if you need it. Well, nice split, but with no ball down. I think Lammy's only problem here is the black. And you can... Do you risk playing the red off the yellow as your first shot to clear the black? 8-3, race to 12. Black's gone far enough up to allow him his next shot on a red. If this goes in. Ooh, and it does. You'd think 4 reds around the middle of the table would be easy, but where they're grouped, he's going to watch his white ball. Kamikaze Black Soft. Pick them up on Amazon. Oh yeah, $5. What, $5 each? That damn best I've ever used. Snooker, do you normally play 9-ball then? Is that, do you normally have a bigger tip and require a, what? When you say soft, I presume that's a soft, hard one. Don't have Kamikaze over here, but we have the Kamuis, and we have medium and we have hard. What? How does the Kamikaze Black Soft compare to a Kamui? That's a good shot. Nice angle on this red now. Oh, 8-ball mostly. Lammy, that red had a second look. But nevertheless, the road is clear for the white ball. On and off the cushion. Black ball top centre. All this fudging like going on here, boys. 9-3. Snooker says you hate the Kimui. Right. Very popular over here, especially on our size table. Not the hard, but their soft variant. Quite a lot of people have them on. Kamikaze. You'll be looking out for them. Lammy hasn't done that break for 20 years. Paul could be tempted to take this red, bottom centre, and to split the cluster. He's chasing now, of course. Lammy well beyond the every other frame required. Paul winding this one up. And he did. Well, he's on reds, but yellows are still the more favourable balls. use the brown Kamui. Yeah, they're available. I've never had a brown one. I just have the black ones, and the ones that we've tried over here, black and medium rather than black hard. Even though you're playing 8-ball snooker, it's on a 9-foot table, isn't it? It's not on our so-called 7x4 or bar tables. Snooker's from Seattle, for those that don't know. Now that's not a bad attempt from Paul at all, but can Lammy get through to this yellow beneath the black? And I think he can. Well, you're right, mate. If that's the price of them, $20 versus $5, no brainer. Even if they don't last as long. Well, good shot. Just a bit unfortunate where he's left the white ball. Because yet again, the yellows are there. Can Lammy get to double figures? Snooker says mostly 8 foot. Yeah, that's what we have as bar tables over here. What did you think to the new colour scheme then on the Moscone snooker? What did you think to the 9-ball and that horrid purple pinky colour? Oh, Lammy. Well, out of all the ones we thought you might have struggled with, it was not that one. What can Paul do? Good red to start. But both left-hand corner bags covered. Are you sure you don't sell these tips, Snooker? Because we're very tempted now by them. If you buy them in threes, you can get Kamuis about £7 or £8 each. No, that's a massive bag for black, isn't it? Look at that, he's eyeing it up already, he's Lammy. Black goes off the red into the top centre. Red might just be too far in the jaw for that, you know. Snooker, I agree. You know, they look lovely up close. Absolutely beautiful when you get a close-up shot. Yeah, the black looks amazing, but it doesn't from the standard camera angle. It just looks a mess. Well, we're having a guest commentator. Jason? James is with us. Right, he's just miking up. Just bear with us a sec.
Just a quick sound check. Can everybody hear me?
So we've got James beside me, who is supporting the Wizard, I believe.
Who's playing absolutely terrible at the minute.
Well, he's had his chances, hasn't he?
He's had his chances, but he hasn't took them. And I think Lammy's playing a far better game at these rules, to be fair. Lammy's doing what he's got to do. And like I say, Paul has had chances, but he's not took them.
You're right. Yes, it isn't that Paul hasn't had his chances. He certainly has. Lammy's very good at the rules. Paul is too, but he can play much better than this, can Paul?
They're both good potters, but when Lammy gets a chance, he's taking them. Paul has missed too many opportunities, which he has had.
A few long ones as well, and normally he doesn't get the wizard nickname for nothing, does he? We know he's good. That's not a bad effort. What do you think about that red in the top jaw there of the centre back? Do you think it's too far in to make the black? Might just be too far down, to make that an easy pot. You can go for that black and it can just double kiss the red and not go in, just bounce out to the middle of the table. So that may be why Lammy's hesitant on going for the clearance. Well, he won't believe that, actually. I think he thought one of those would drop.
What would you say? Would you fancy Paul to have a go at this, or?
Well, look where black is. It's old EPA as well, isn't it? We're not talking skill shots here.
Worst rules ever.
They needed changing, let's put it that way. Paul trying his best.
You can see Matt Lillywhite's on the Facebook watching. Matthew Lillywhite, one of the very good players at these rules.
Oh yeah, well he was mentioning Lee Betts. I don't know Matthew. Well, I might do by sight, but of course I know Lee Betts very well, and his dad. And we are talking old rules, and absolutely. But he even reckons that him and Lee Betts is quicker than these guys are. So
I've played with Matt Lillywhite. He's no way made this quicker than this.
Well, I just said the same thing. There's no way. Lee Betts can be a lot longer than this. Sorry, Lee, but say how we see it. So Snooker, he's from Seattle, one of our guys from over there, and he's suggesting that the Kamikaze Q-tips, check their Facebook page. They're as good as the Kamuis apparently. Oh, they last as long, but much cheaper. Available on Amazon. Oh, he's going to reverse this out with Lammy, isn't he?
Good shot.
Couldn't stay out. Guess where the white's going, James?
Probably right behind that yellow.
Oh dear. He's miscued.
Don't think he went for that. Shot, Bob.
Yeah, they're all watching, mate. It's like watching John Walsh's Leeds League from 10-15 years ago.
Yes, the whiz. Yes, the whiz.
Well, he might be forced now, but if he takes the red that's just behind the black there, off the black when he eventually gets to it, that black will bounce out. So he's got the 3 reds in bulk now. He can work his way around those. And that black will bounce out off that red later on. I don't know what he's looking at there. What's he looking at there?
If he's looking if that red will play it off the yellow, bottom pocket and take the pocket.
Ooh.
Tight one, isn't it?
Well, he's going to watch his white ball here because black's a concern here now. Oh, well done. As in, not potting the white.
But not in the black.
But unfortunately, yeah. I mean, the red may pass, that corner back to the top left-hand corner. That red passes. So there is some pressure being put on Lammy here now. I think it either jaws and gets in front of it, squeezes in front, or it might even pop. So What's Lammy thinking now? It's in. It's in.
Good shot. Good shot.
If he can put this yellow over the top left cleanly, that leaves a big bag for the black at the end. But he'd have to play the black in the same bag. Paul's asked the question. Very tempted to play top left now. That leaves the black for that top left as well afterwards. But if he touches the red, it'll make it harder. Look at Lammy, he's looking for a fudge. Well, maybe he's confident that the red doesn't go. Same result. Shouldn't touch the red now on potting this yellow. That leaves the big bag for the black. If he gets to double figures, James, it's a big ask.
I think it's a big ask from now anyway. Paul's got to reel a few frames off, but it's not happening. Yeah, good shot.
Don't want to be too straight. Of course, there always is the reverse double on to the bottom centre, but you don't play for them, do you? He's definitely looking at playing the long black with the big bag. Just got to get it over nicely.
Where's the white ball going?
He's played that
Where's the white ball
absolutely
going?
too hard.
It's gone in, it's gone in. Come on, the wizard. A little bit of luck. Come on, Paul.
Well, and that's all because he ended up too straight on that last ball. He didn't have the natural angle to come across, did he, off the bottom cushion?
Well, see, good effort, very good effort, but Paul's now got to just take these out, be confident and just go for it.
2 shots carry though, mate.
Yeah,
it's
but
a big difference.
last time he had 2 shots carry, he didn't make them count.
No. He needs this one.
He needs 2 on that black, I think.
He's going to get him, surely. Ooh, look at him winding that one up.
Wound it up like that and played it as soft as that.
Oh.
Great cue action.
Now then.
Come on, the whiz.
That's just in the middle.
Come on, the whiz. Little touch.
He's okay.
He's okay. His back is on fire. It's the wizard. Right, I'm going to leave it now. I'll pass
What?
it back over.
All right, James. Thank you for that,
Thank
mate.
you.
Appreciate it. Cheers, mate. 9-4. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Well done, pal. Well done. So yes, well done there. The much needed frame on the board for Paul. Pulls it back to within 5. And it's got the break as well. So what can he do? Will the momentum swing? Needs another one at least, if not another couple, to get himself back in. Oh, reds are down. Where are the other reds? Not bad. Put this one bottom left-hand corner. Can he split his Awkward red and yellow up. I don't think he wants to do, to be honest. Yellows are good as well, of course, so the pressure's on. Psychological when you get to double figures. You won't want Lammy to do that. And he's taking the more awkward red. And it's in. Not the best of whites. Nope. Now what can Lammy do? Plenty of opportunities to break his bad yellow out. Doesn't have to go now. Strange one with his white ball. That's not where he wanted to be. Yellow ball in front, yes. Although, is it sneaking out? Paul's gone quickly to that side of the table. No, he's just getting it out. Good shot. Nice result. It's kept black tied up. Yes, the yellows are out. Well, the black's reasonably safe. Another safety from Lammy though. Forcing him to play the two up by the black. Cut out for a bridge. Good shot. Looking where he wants to hide his white ball. exactly where he wanted it. Paul is checking whether the red above the black and to the left slightly goes in the top right hand corner. And him taking this shot on tells me that might. Well, no, because he certainly won't have wanted that. Because without a doubt, you shouldn't be seeing a red after this ball. Oh, he's hit it too hard. Unbelievable. That's twice he's gone in off having hit the ball too hard. Oh, it's a great chance for Paul again. Well, that's going to hurt. Just been a bit cautious, is the wizard. Nudging this red and he won't want to hit it too hard. Ooh. Well, it's alright. These are hard to judge though, because he's going to have to be putting this one next, and that isn't easy. Oh well, he's taken that across very well. Nope, well, it's on, but it's not where he wanted it. He wanted it above the yellow. Still on, but his white ball's got to be good now. Things can go wrong. Oh, that's really well done. And Paul Davies pulls another one back. 9-5. Paul just nipping for a comfort break. We're back shortly. the balls are racked. Lammy's back. Paul isn't back with us yet. I think he's gone to the bar. Nope, he's here. Good man. So, Lammy to break. 9-5 up. Race to 12. And he's left that little teaser to start with again. Attempted again to go into them, not too bad apart from his white ball. Reds are split quite nicely. Can you see this one into the top centre? Well, we're an attempt, and it's in. Oh, what a pot. Unfortunately, no luck on the white ball. He can't see enough of that red to put that in the centre, surely. Just tried to hide the black and hasn't managed it. So what can Lammy do? Good chance to get the white ball behind one of his yellows. Bump a bad one out. Place the white ball tight behind the other one. Well, fancies catching this bag. Not bad. So one good pot. He's got the angle for it as well. It's not easy, but it is on. Pretty straight on this this red, so he probably needs to draw it back a good, well, 5 or 6 inches. I'm liking it. It's a good shot from Paul. Bobby's with us. Good evening, Bobby. Great chance now hiding the white ball. Look where the yellows are as well. He needs to hit this red. No, he hasn't. So, what can Lammy do? Concerned about the two yellows at the bottom left-hand corner. So he's decided to move the white ball. Could have gone into the two yellows to start with from where it was. But he's chosen to move the white. This has to go in. And it does. Maybe that top yellow, well, the bottom yellow as a view, and it goes. Now. He does. Problem solved. Gentle plant now, as long as this first yellow that hits remains potable, and it does, and that's even better because the angle he's left himself on the bottom centre means that the pattern's there. Well, that was a strange one. Oh, hang on. This could turn out really good for him. Oh! It's the third one he's put in the bag. Ouch. Well, I think that all stems from his last choice there. I know he tried to double the yellow, but that yellow went in the bottom centre. White ball tracking nicely into bulk and back out. No problem. As long as he gets the gap, it's all good. Can't fail now. Should be 9-6. Oh, hang on a moment. Hang on. That black doesn't go. As he played that shot, he's realised what he's done. Oh dear. He knows what he's done. He knows he's never going to see that black again. And wow, what a reprieve for Mr. Lamb. Referee, are you watching? Bear in mind, I am not the ref. Get ready with your rewind buttons. If he gets close to this, it's a big ask. Yellow does clear that bottom bag, of course. If he puts the white ball in bulk, he can clear that bag. So this must hit. 2 shots here will be fatal. Oh, well done. Great hit. Super hit. On the practice table, this is easy enough. On the match table, a whole different story. I'm choosing to ignore that comment, Mr. Smithies. Wow, that's come up a long way. Still good, of course. White ball looks after itself. Just the pot. And it's in. So this to reach double figures. And to only require 2. It's there. Well, that was good from Paul there. Just fouled, just feathered the white ball. Two shots now for Lammy. I'll take the red out of the way. What's he thinking? One awkward yellow. When's he going to deal with it? I don't know what he's thinking. He can nudge it out now, you know. He could skim off it and play down for the one on the bottom left-hand corner. That's the shot, and that's nicely played. Good angle. So he's back on it. Only a single shot remaining, but he's there. Clearance is on. Oh, not like that though. Oh dear. Oof. Well, what can Paul do? What a great shot that was. Played the red out. Shouldn't have a problem now. Options now for his last red. perfect side. Not the perfect angle on this red, but it's okay. And Lammy again. Let's Paul back into it. 10-6. Dogs eat bees, he says. Freezes red to the rail. Yeah, he had 2 shots there, and for some reason he I don't know what he tried to do with his pot there, with his white ball. He tried to disturb that one in bulk. He'd no need to do that. Could have nicely just played on that one and then disturbed his one off the top corner. But to be fair, he also played it out nicely, and then just missed the pot in the bottom corner. He'll be frustrated. Let's see what happens. Exactly the same break. James is back. He's coming back for second helpings, is a fella. Now then, James, will be good.
Very good at the minute. Mr. Davies is hopefully making a bit of a comeback here.
Well, he is, but only because Lammy's letting him.
Exactly. Well, to be fair, it's been one of them nights that Lammy's took his chances and Paul hasn't.
Yeah, but
He has had chances, like you say, though. Paul's had chances in the frames, but he hasn't took them. He's missed a few shots that I wouldn't have thought he'd miss.
he has. But in the last 3 frames, Lammy's given him 2 back.
Correct, yep. Correct.
Pitman says evening. Good evening, Pitman.
But the frame before, when Paul had 2 on the black, it's a game changer. That to me, you go, it's 9-6, then last frame that becomes 9-7, but now it's 10-6, and you know what I mean? It's a simple shot like that.
Double figures and only 2 to go.
Yeah.
It's psychological, isn't it? You
Yeah,
get to double
definitely.
figures and it's there, isn't it?
Definitely.
But Lammy will be frustrated how he played in that last frame. He had 2 shots. He only had 1 bad yellow. And didn't get his first choice, got his second choice, and then missed his pot. So it'll be on his mind. He needs to get rid of it.
I think he's played well, he's potted well, and his general play tonight has been better than Paul.
Yeah, agreed.
When he's had a chance, he's took his chances. Simple as that's been the difference.
Yeah.
Paul's made too many mistakes, and Lammy's just, when he's had a chance, he's done what he had to do.
Mopped him, hasn't he? Yeah,
simple as that.
Mopped him up. Short race. I know it's long rules, but it's a short race, and you can't afford to do that. So 10:15. What we've been doing, I don't know, what's that, 20 to 8 when we started?
To be fair, it's quite, I thought it'd have been about 4-3 or something now at this time,
Yeah.
with these rules.
Could have easily been. We've had 1, maybe 2 long ones. You know, games of chess. Other than that, it's been quite open. How do the rules differ? Says Dog Eats Bees. These are more your traditional everyday pub rules, dating back to the mid-90s, maybe late 80s. Just when about they took the D off the table.
What do we reckon on Facebook then? Because you're all putting comments. What's black ball or world rules?
Oh.
What's your preference?
Well, I can tell you the answer already, but let the guys outside decide. But round here, it's black ball all day long.
Black ball, I think it is coming to the front now. You know what I mean? There's a lot of leagues and that wanting to go that black ball way out there.
Yeah.
I think the rules suit players, don't they, better?
Most players, definitely. When they change from the old EPA, like what we're playing tonight, they get presented with both. They have a problem with the world rules. They find it very easy to come across to the black ball. Not bad. That's not bad. All his yellows go now.
Still got 2 visits on here.
2 carry, yeah. Old rules, old EPA. That's the difference. You see, it's all about getting two shots in these rule set.
if you want to set these out, so it could have been 9-8 when he missed that easy black, 9-6, 9-7 last frame.
Yeah.
This one, it's massive, isn't it? I can't believe he missed that, to be fair. 2 shots.
Ooh. Well, he's wrist hitting them hard. He's come away okay though. He's still on. This will change things if this goes in. I mean, if he gets this frame. 10-7. Peter Robert Shaw says you sound sober, James. What's going on?
I'm always sober, Pete. You know me, Ped. Always sober. I've only been out since 12, so it's a short day for me.
You what? Just 1 or 2 in the afternoon, is that, innit? Got too close to that one.
He seems to have been doing it all night, just hitting it that little bit too much on shots, even his pots, you know, just...
He's not got the pace yet, has he?
No,
You know, he's-
I think he's trying to make sure they drop in, but
Yeah.
he seems to be playing just a little bit too much on it.
This is alright though. He's a tall lad with piano fingers. Shouldn't have a problem with this bridge. White ball goes bottom centre afterwards. Nice angle on this one into the top corner. Andy Smithies says, is this still going on? Yes, indeed. You'd have lost a long time ago, Andy, wouldn't you, mate? You're back on that M62. Not the ideal side. And he's not perfectly straight neither, so he's working the white ball, and this could mean the yellow could miss. What's he seen here, James?
Your guess is better than mine.
Well, I'm thinking top right hand corner, mate, but that's one
Still
hell of a shot.
Still got 2, Annie. Still got 2. Just tee it up nicely. Just left yourself an awkward shot there. You know, teed it up nicely, left yourself an awkward shot straight in bottom.
Teed it up very nicely.
But if in doubt, Mr. Davies will get it. Yes, the wizard.
Well, 10-7.
10-7, he's back on it. Is the Mr. Davies.
Andy says he's rinsed Lammy many times. I think we've got video evidence of the fact you haven't, mate. Might have done it the odd time, but I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure many times. Yeah, dogs eat bees. He still had 2 remaining there. Didn't have to hit a cushion because it's only the old rules. So just teed it up and dropped it in the corner.
Can I just, while you're on now, what do you reckon to, obviously with the way Paul's breaking and the way Mark's breaking? What you've seen how Mark's breaking with just what do you reckon to that?
A little fudge break. He always used to do, ever since I've known the guy, and I've known him a long time, he always used to do that, and he's consistently leaving a middle bag shot to Paul that
giving him
he can,
saying go for it. Is that like a
asking the question?
Have a go at it.
And Paul is absolutely smashing him down the middle and going for him, isn't he? And 9 out of 10 times he's getting a good ball off the break. Only thing with these old rules, of course, is that you don't get to choose them. If a red goes in, you're on red. It's tough.
Yeah, you're stuck with that. That's it.
Whereas Lammy's the opposite's thinking, I'll play a safety break and you go for it. So red down. Where do they end up? 2 reds down. Not bad.
Oh, come on, the wizard. That's a nice break, is that, for the whiz?
Yeah, you're right, mate. These are the old rules. These haven't been seen. They're not often seen on live streamed matches because they are good. They've been world rules have been in since '97, so these old rules have been a long time gone. Not gone from the pub scene. When you go into your local pub, and you rack them up, these are normally the rules that you'll end up playing. But as far as any sort of competitive competition pool's concerned, these rules are dead and buried.
It's a black ball or your world rules now, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you reckon here, how they lie then?
Well, they're on, aren't they? They're on, but he's got to use his white ball well. Got to hang on to his white ball. Black's the only problem. Big bag top left-hand corner for that red anyway. So black's the only real problem. He's worked it out. He's down. The wizard. He's off.
Always feels like he's going to smash the ball, doesn't he?
Yeah, then trickles into him.
Trickles it in.
Good man.
The most powerful cue action ever for a tap.
So if he can push this through, maybe an inch or two, leave himself a nice angle on this red into the bottom left and split the black out. He's on it. That's a bit straight.
You have to do something now.
He's forcing this now. That's not the angle he wanted naturally. He can potentially manufacture one. He's looking to see if that black goes in that corner, because he can get the yellow, he can nudge into the yellow, he just can't force the black out of the way. So do you think that black goes off the jaw at the top left-hand corner onto the yellow and then perhaps in?
Maybe.
Maybe it does. Andy says black ball goes top left. That's the ball we're suggesting. Whoa, hang on.
No.
Well, there's one thing for sure. All the yellows go. So, what an opportunity. Can he stop the rot, the momentum, and get on the hill? They're all there.
Is there any good money matches coming up? Is the old
money matches? I don't know at the moment. Daz is your man for that, because he normally gets contacted about them. There's a load of competitions coming up, of course. There's that one tomorrow. There's the Black Ball Double Eliminator tomorrow. There's the Christmas pool party, which is a more light-hearted event. That's a good day though for your 20 quid. And then of course there's our PPS starting again next year. Black Ball, of course. The majority of the events are Black Ball. It's the way it's going though. If you run a Black Ball event, it'll fill up within a day. If you run a World Rules, we struggle to fill it. You know, so without a doubt, the fact they're shouting out for Black Ball.
A lot say it's the way forward in at Black Ball.
Yeah. Well, he's got away with that because the one in the top right-hand corner goes. So he's still on. One in bulk next, and then the other three. Works his way down towards black. Easy to say. Dead simple to do in practice. Different story when you're playing for £2,000. Oh, well, that was he wasn't covering that,
then.
you know. He wasn't covering that.
Now then, the whiz.
He was going for that. So what a chance.
Can you step in, Mr. Davies?
You will not have been expecting to get back to the table.
Well, in or over there, and it's
Yep. Take the one top right hand corner. Potentially, if he fancies it, you can take the one bottom right hand corner. It's a thin one. Oh, look at that bridging. Oh dear. Oh, this is an awkward one into the centre. Gets him down, but your back arm's high up, isn't it, to get this one? Here we go.
Take a good shot to get on this.
What can you do?
Nope.
No, it was a big ask.
No.
A big ask. And I think he's left him the one in the top right. Has he? Do you think he can see that? That's pretty tight. Probably not. He hasn't left in it.
No.
He's got the one into the bottom right hand corner. But his white ball's going loose with that. So there's more twists and turns in this frame.
Which is, to be fair, it's a very big frame at the minute, isn't it? How it lies now, 10-7, 11-7, 10-8.
Well, he's on the hill, isn't he? If not, he only
That's
needs one more. When your opponent needs two or more, you're always in with a good chance, aren't you?
But one frame, it's
One frame away, and
cool.
it changes the game. So this is massive, massive, and he hasn't got an easy safety. Not guaranteed anyway, and he'll be conscious of the fact the last time he's tried to play the white ball safe into the jaws of a pocket, he's dropped it. In fact, he's dropped it 3 times out of 3. Containing.
good shot. Ian Goodall's watching, Albert's watching, you can see him there.
Yeah, they're only 4 foot from the table, but they've tuned in. Good men.
Yeah. Eamon, Mr. Hennigan's watching.
Yes, well, Eamon and Lammy have always been up. There's always been discussion of a match between the pair of them.
Who would you go for there?
Yeah, it's hard to say. It depends on the day, doesn't it? But
On the rules?
obviously, I'm going to say, well, the rules. Surely not at these rules.
No, you won't play these rules. World rules, black ball.
It's going to be world or black, and well, to me, it's black ball, but. Well, he's asked the question again, and without a doubt, either yellow goes, either centre bag. So it's whatever he fancies.
You've got better eyes than me because the strong ball's kicking in now.
Good man. There's nothing wrong with that. You're allowed to. So I'm allowed to drink as well. Look, I mean,
Yeah, but your glass is empty, mine's full.
Can't believe it.
Someone, what you drinking, Guinness?
Yeah,
We need somebody to get you a Guinness, don't we?
they will. They will do. Does this yellow drop?
That's a good shot.
It does, and look where his white ball's ended up.
Oh, Matty Walker's in the building.
Oh no.
This could be a long night now, Matty Walker.
He will definitely appreciate a slow. Oh,
Oh, would you believe
he-
it? Would you Adam and Eve it? Matty Walker's walked in and has been the miss of the season.
What?
Come on, the Wiz.
What happened there?
I don't know, but the Wiz has pulled. Oh, stop it, Paul.
I'm just going to see what he tried. Did he try and put some?
I don't know.
Well, he tried to put some gear on the white ball here, because that yellow ball was
I don't know, but
absolutely straight.
I'm just going to watch the Wiz on here because you watched that shot there, but I'm watching the Wiz. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, that was terrible, but the Wiz can just drop this black in. Yes, the Wizard.
David
Ooh,
Keane
10-8.
says, all right, lads.
That is a massive. Ooh. We need to go back to that shot that he missed. I think we both missed it, didn't we?
Well, what can we say about that?
I don't know,
That's
but
10-8, within 2, and Lammy has to get that out of his head quickly, because there was absolutely no need for that. David Keane can't believe it. Dave Smith says, just be the whiz.
Yes, the Smurfs. That's Smurfs watching. Well, to be fair,
that's 2 or 3 now that have probably gone the wrong way for both.
Massive frame now, big frame now.
It is. One in it or one away from it. Huge frame. Lammy to break. Will he change?
No, he'll just probably tap it and put white on top cushion. Leave Paul over middle of the bag, and Paul will go all out of time.
You can see where he's put the white ball, that's where he's going for, can't you? Has Paul just nipped to the gents again?
I think he's gone to have a word with himself in the toilet.
Well, he's got 2 or 3 frames back there that Lammy should never have lost. But earlier on...
It could have been, to be fair, with the frame,
it was the other way around.
The black ball with 2 shots, it could have been 9 apiece. Are you looking at it now? You know, when they had 2 shots.
Yeah.
And you look at it now, it's going to be 9-0, but he's back and big, massive frame coming up now for both players.
Ryan Walton says he's done a chicken wing Walton. Yeah, a Walton wing. He's chucked one in. Unbelievable, but true.
Paul's gone unorthodox and just smashed them all over.
And the red's gone in. I tell you what, he's on him.
Tell you what.
There's a red that drops bottom left hand corner, so he's on again, is the lad. Momentum is swinging.
What's Ian Toulson said about me?
Shut James Hawksworth.
Ian Toulson is probably the worst player in the Leeds at pool, and obviously he's watching, trying to learn a few shots, but nice to see you watching, Tully. Good night, God bless.
Dave Keane says it's a great game to watch overall. Well, it is if you're a neutral.
No.
His confidence will be up, certainly, won't it? He's.
It seems every time I come here and do a bit of commentating, he starts winning a few frames, so
yeah.
I might just stay here.
I might just go over there.
No, you've got to go over there. Don't leave me on my own. You know about pool, I don't know nothing.
You're here now, that's it.
That's it.
Just get you to use the scoreboard and
I think his confidence is up, and now he's the whiz.
Yeah, you can tell, can't you? He's picked the pace up. He's a lot more confident around the table. There's nothing easy about this clearance, though. It's there, but it's not easy, is it? Next red easy. What's the one after that? And it's Paul's turn to put a bit of whiz on the ball, and he has. I wonder if Winner would like a game in the future. Does that mean with yourself, Dave? Do you know Dave Keane?
No. I know Roy Keane. But no, Dave Keane.
That red's very close to the black, though, isn't it? You know, for potting. Potting angle on it. It will go in the centre, I think, but only if the white's exactly where it should be. And if Paul takes any more reds off that table, then the advantage is swinging in Lammy's direction.
As long as he takes the 3 reds and the black, then that's fine, is that?
Yeah.
We'll take that.
I mean, does the as James just pointed out there, the red that's just below and to the right of the black, does that pass into the bottom left-hand corner? And if it does, then there's a good chance. But look how he's winding it. You can never tell where he's going to play, though. Look,
just tap it.
See, that tells us that it does go, but that's a long way down. Didn't want that. That is not easy now.
He likes to make it awkward for himself. The whiz.
The pot's hard enough.
He doesn't do anything easy.
Look at the white ball. If he'd went straight on with that, he could have rolled into the yellow to stop him. Game on. Not now though. There's a bit of work to do. Dave Keane says Roy is better looking. Well, I can see this red rattling because the amount of
He's got a
gear he's going to be putting on this white ball, he's hitting that red quite hard, and that pocket may not take it. To me, he's only got half a pocket to play with in the first place. It's not a clean pot, is it? He's more or less asking it to be rubbed off the left hand jaw as we look at it. So he can't play it too hard.
I don't think he likes it. He's taking his time, isn't he?
Oh, what's this? He's not even going for it.
He's seen something.
Nope.
Ooh.
He wanted to land
Just
fully on the black and stop him potting this in the top centre, but Lammy's got a starter. Well, I'm sure...
Starter for 10.
Starter for 10, but it's going to be stopped afterwards because I can see him potting and fudging. He ain't going to be potting and clearing.
There's no way made Lammy will pot on fudge.
Yeah, you watch this. One down and behind a yellow somewhere. There we go.
Ooh, I wonder where the white ball's going.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Stowe's watching. Lee Stowe's watching.
He is. He's got a money match, I believe, next week. Oh, he had a money match next week. Lee, is that right? Are you here next Friday?
Is there anybody there?
Whoops. Now. Well, I can't believe he's got between those balls, but he did. And that again gives Lammy 2 shots. So we're picking the white ball up. Can't believe he's put a white ball between the yellow and the red from there, can you?
He's done well to get that.
Yeah. As I thought, he'd be picking that up. The thing is, he still needs to be potting with his first one. This gives him the chance of doing so. Top yellow pots, top left. Oh, it's only perfect. Good contact with the red. Great position.
It's looking straightforward from here.
In and out, and nicely done, to be fair to him. Takes the yellow. Well, a choice of yellows now, hasn't he? In fact, that's his only problem now. How much choice has he got? He can do them numerous ways. Still carrying 2. Ooh, really? What is going on? He didn't even hit that right though, did he? The white ball didn't even sound right. Total miss
big
hit.
frame, and it's big frame now.
This is, yeah.
They both know it.
I mean, surely you take the one over the black spot into the top centre.
We've got to play. He's got to play that one at middle on. He's got to do it.
Middle for me. He can
He's gotta
take
play
it long,
middle. I'd
but
say
middle for me.
He's got to play middle.
That's the shot. Wow. Plaque definitely drops, bottom centre. No problem.
Yeah.
So this to go on the hill, requiring only the one. And it's there. 11-8.
11-8.
Will Paul change his break?
No,
Probably not.
Paul will smash him all day long.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple as. He's come to play his game and that's what he's going to do. Said that from the start. He's not going to change his game for that. He's going to attack. But obviously, he's had chances and
Yes.
when Lammy's got in on his chances, Lammy's took him. That's the difference in the game, I think.
Yeah.
Massively.
Yeah. He's took them more often than not, but Lammy's had even more chances that he's not taken.
They both
so,
had chances.
so
they're
they're there, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they both had chances.
Paul Turner agrees as well. He says it should be over and done by now. What's Lammy playing at? Well, yeah, chances both sides.
Right, I'm going to go to the bar and get another drink.
Good man.
Cheers,
James. Thanks for coming, mate. Good man. So here we go. Huge break. Anything down though? Is anything down? It's not. And there's a red that pots to that top left-hand corner. There's obviously yellows that pot as well, but the reds are slightly better than the yellows, and the red is definitely on. Going to happen. You can still take yellows, of course, but I personally think reds are better. One away. Paul requires all the remaining frames. What a time for that. I just heard someone from the crowd there shouting out Cadbury's Parrot. And yes, it certainly was. Famously known for the middle bags. But there's a Cadbury's Parrot in the corner. One good pot now into the centre. And now one for Paul. He's on him. Good shot. Definitely all there now. Too far. Well, fortunately enough, he can still see the one into the centre. Bit of adrenaline in his arm there. Funny how it works out though, but he'll have the perfect angle on his last red if he drops this. Well, he's got to watch the middle bag, and he's got to watch so he doesn't come down too far again. This is not easy. Yep, got himself a good chance now. And he has 11-9. So does that red pass? Is that a look? Yes, Dave, it's the 147, mate, not the white rose, but you're right. Cheers, Jason. Good to see you, Jason, online. I think it's red passes. Whoa, well, did it? Paul certainly felt it did. Black will pass, bottom left. As far as it goes, they're all there. Oh, lovely, lovely use of side there. Get the white ball away from that yellow. Listo says it's the worst shot he's ever seen. Looking good. Double checks the black. He's happy that it goes. He's going to get it back to within one. So he does, 11-10. Wow. It's going all the way. My mate James is coming back. He's getting...
He's back.
He's back, he's the fella.
I tell you what, you wouldn't expected this from the Wiz.
No.
I thought we were going to be an early bath and an early taxi home for us.
Well, he's got it back within one now, so whatever happens is in double figures. Dave Keane thought this was a white rose. But Nick's played Lammy, I believe, hasn't he? Nick Keane. And Ryan's asking which shot was the worst one Listo's ever seen.
Oh, and just to put it out there before we start this frame, Lee Barwell's looking for a money match in February.
Is he?
Mr. Barwell is back on the money scene. He's asked me tonight to mention it on here. Looking for the money match, World Rules.
Right.
In February, race to 15. If any names get thrown out there, I don't know if anybody wants to.
Fair enough. Lee well, what we're saying, World Rules races to 15. What's he saying money wise?
Well, it's going to be 1,000 minimum, innit? I would have thought.
A man,
1,000 a man minimum, and then go from there. But his aspect tonight is February. He's looking for first to 15 World Rules and any takers while we're here and whatever he's watching.
There you go. See if there's any takers.
Ian Tolson, don't bother because you're absolutely useless.
Well, those yellows go, mate. Those yellows are on all day long for me.
Correct.
Can Lammy do it? One awkward red. I'm not saying reds don't go, they all do, but there's one more awkward red than there is yellows. I play bat ball rules, but I know I only wants to play world rules.
Come on, Ryan, you can play World Rules.
Ian says, haha, easy money. Yo, mate.
I think Mr. Walton can play World Rules, can't he? I know Black Ball's there.
Yeah. Ryan plays them both.
Ryan's played a few money matches, hasn't he? Recently, I know he plays them, but Mr. Barwell wants to come back on the scene and play World Rules if you fancy it, Ryan Walton.
Just not as far as he wanted. Another few inches on there.
Everybody had like an extra few inches, wouldn't they?
I knew that was coming. I'll tee him up.
Extra few inches and you're definitely coming.
Badum. So he's actually played that very nicely, as Lammy. He's got himself back in. Played a good plant. That yellow looks easier than it actually does on screen.
Oh, there's a bit of a debate now. Ian Goodall, Ryan Walton, why not World Rules? Get it on. Thinking about Mr. Barwell and Ryan Walton.
Yeah. Food for thought, Ryan. God, he hammered that in. Good clean pot though.
Good shot, yeah, good shot.
And a nice angle on this yellow. Takes him back down nicely, but he's limited for bags. got to avoid the reds. And that's nicely done. Nearest yellow goes top left, slides past the other one.
Ooh, look, a bit of a more in the comments. Pete Roberts Show. What's he saying?
Why not mix it up and alternate it 3 black ball, 3 world rules and so on? You what?
Oh, can't do that. One or the other.
Now, do you run this through? Or do you, yeah, that's the shot for me. You play this one next with a bit of right hand side on it. Or just kill it, but I would be putting right hand side on this because the black naturally goes into the bottom left. I mean, you can take this yellow in the top centre now, but you just can't guarantee where that white's going to end up. Ryan Walton says, I have a game in Jan at the 147, so I'll speak to you after that game about it, but definitely a game in the future. Would prefer black ball rules, to be honest. Fair dues. He's not writing it off.
No, bro.
Oh, well, it's all on this shot. If this white ball ends up nice, it's over. Well, again, it's there, isn't it? But it's to do.
Positive.
Because you can't drag it into the cushions and take it around the angles because that red is going to stop it. And he needs the white ball to come round. So you're taking the white ball a fair old distance here. That's a super shot. Oh, that is a outstanding shot.
Great shot.
Especially at the time it is in the match. That's a beauty. So, this for £2,000. It's there.
Well played. Good game.
Great game to watch.
Great
and well
game
done both players, because Paul absolutely made a game of it. Got it back to within one. Played really well.
Good game all
Well,
round.
thanks, James, for helping me commentate
No
through
problem.
that as well.
Just before we finish, Ryan, come out your comfort zone, black ball. Get Mr. Barwell played at World Rules in February, race to 15. If you want to do it, we'll get it sorted. Good night.
All right, then. Well, we'll see what Ryan says to that. He might get his other game out of the way first, but he'll let you know afterwards. James, thanks very much for your help tonight. That's been brilliant. And thanks to everyone at home who stayed with us and watched through the evening. I'm sure it's been a good and entertaining match for the neutrals. Well done, Lammy, and well done, Paul Davies. Not disgraced at all. 12-10 it is. And I'm just going to leave you with the information for tomorrow's black ball double elimination competition that we've got going on. It's £10 entry. I do believe there's 1 or 2 spots left if you want to get your name down for that. Try and get hold of Daz, send a post or put a comment on the post on our 147 stream page on Facebook. And yes, hopefully you'll join us again tomorrow. Thanks again. See you in the morning. Good night.